I'm Elwirfy, and today we are going to be reacting to a video from a content creator who I actually really like watching. I think they actually do a really good job on the platform and actually have a lot of respect for. However, I wanted to kind of talk about this video that they made recently about Twitch and about an interview that I guess there was a live stream that happened with some CEO executives at Twitch. And I was just really wanting to give my own opinion about it. And I've already watched through the video once, so I know what it's about. But I wanted to give you guys my reaction, coming from the perspective of someone who's a small content creator versus, someone like him, who obviously, he's already a big content creator, right? He makes lots of money. He's going to be fine no matter what, right? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And let's see what he has to say. Maybe we can turn the volume up a bit too.
The day's finally come. I never thought it would. Twitch has finally given us a 70-30 split with an asterisk. There was a surprise live stream from Twitch today where they talked all about the new Partner Plus program and then they answered a bunch of questions about it. So I wanted to give you a rundown of how this program actually works and what streamers qualify for it, which, spoiler, not very many.
Okay, so this is the big news, right? This is a big announcement. Essentially, Twitch is going to be trying to give some people, some small portion of people, more money, which is always good. We always like to see that, of course. The question is, how does it stack up versus YouTube, right? I make videos for YouTube all the time. That's kind of my main thing. And personally, I'm much rather feel much more stable being someone who's here on YouTube making videos for you guys rather than, on Twitch. But let's see what they have to say.
And then answer the real question, is this actually a good thing or just another letdown? My concern with this new program is that it's still far below what other platforms like YouTube are giving, which is a 70-30 split for everyone right from the beginning, forever. And so my question during the Q&A portion to Dan Clancy was, is this as far as you go? Like, is this the best we're gonna get, or is this a first step towards 70-30 for everyone? And
so the mere fact that Twitch doesn't actually give a 70-30 split for everyone straight away is a big negative. Right now it's only at 50-50. That's super duper disappointing, and frankly, as a small content creator, I have no reason or motivation, financially at least, to go stream on Twitch when I could very easily just make videos on YouTube, stream live on YouTube, and then bang, there we go. We're getting the full proper revenue sharing that we got. Granted, again, keep this in mind, again, as a small content creator, I don't make any money on ad revenue at all until we hit that monetization milestone. But if I were, I'd still rather be on YouTube because they're a much more stable company, as you'll soon find out.
And Dan actually did answer it on the live stream. And his answer, or I guess kind of his dancing around the answer a little bit, exposed a lot financially of what's going on behind the scenes at Twitch and who's actually in control over there. We'll get into it. So I figured since not even I'm getting the 70-30 split, I'd pay some bills.
All right, I'm going to skip over the advert just because I'm not getting paid for them. It's my video.
You deserve it. So in a nutshell, this is called the Partner Plus program. And similar to the last secret 70-30 split thing that used to happen and nobody was allowed to talk about, this only applies to mid and high tier partners. Here are the rules. In order to qualify for the program, you have to have 350 paid subs.
Holy crap, that's a lot. So, yeah, that's just unrealistic for all small content creators. I don't care how good you think your content is. That is really hard to do when you consider how many people stream on Twitch, how many people will never ever be discovered by anyone, how many people sometimes get discovered, kind of like my channel, how every once in a while I'll get like 1 or 2 people pop in and say, hey, and that's always cool. I always love that. Always happy to see you guys showing up. But there's a lot of people on Twitch. So to expect someone to have a viewership, of a following of people, and then have that many willing people who want to, because everyone's struggling, right? To have that many people who want to give you their money to show their appreciation for the work that you do put in to your content, that's a really high bar to set, and it honestly isn't very inclusive for most people on the platform.
And you have to maintain that for 3 months straight.
I mean, so the requirements for YouTube stuff is you have to hit 1,000 subscribers, right? And you need 4,000 watch hours to get the full advert abilities. And once you get 1,000 subscribers, although I have not hit it yet at the time of filming this, I suspect that it's a lot harder to lose that portion of the requirement. The harder portion of the requirement actually is going to be the watch hours that YouTube requires. For example, to get signed in. So to expect 350 plus people to pay you money for 3 months. So to think that every single one of those people is going to, I don't know, it just seems unrealistic. Part of the reason why I want to be a YouTube content creator and why I'd love it if I could get money for just ads on videos is because, one, it doesn't require you guys to pay for anything, because I don't ever want you guys to feel like I need your money to survive. Like I've always said, this channel will be here whether or not you guys pay me or not, whether or not I even get a ton of views or not. I'm always going to be making content because it's just what I love to do. And it'd be nice to get ad revenue from it because, again, I don't like asking for money. I don't think that's how I would want to monetize this channel. But obviously, once that button becomes available, I don't think I can turn it off. So, it'll be there. But again, compare that to Twitch, though, right? On Twitch, you have a culture that on Twitch where donating money is the main thing. Like that's the thing. And I don't know. I don't know if I really like the culture of giving people money and making that a more valuable resource than the ad revenue. I mean, granted, on YouTube, it is true that if you donate money on YouTube, that will be more going to the content creator than the portion that you get for the ad revenue. I mean, it is more, objectively, right? So it is more helpful. But it's the fact that on YouTube, more people expect to watch for free. So that in itself, it creates the culture that I want to have on my channel. And that's why, again, one of the reasons I really like being on YouTube is because I can have a setup where you guys can just watch and enjoy the content, and I never have to ask for donations or ask for money. I just ask for subscribers and likes and, all the normal stuff, right? But on Twitch, people are like, oh, better sub, guys. Better pay your money. That's like the main culture, and that's why I don't like it. I don't know.
And when I say paid subs, I mean Prime subs don't count and gifted subs don't count. It has to be 300 individuals that are paying $5 or more a month to subscribe to your channel.
$5? Oh my God. I know it sounds like a small amount, but to think that every single because you also have to remember, guys, a lot of people who watch Twitch don't have a job. So to think that many people are going to all be on one channel, it's going to be such a small portion of people. I really don't think this has any effect on most content creators, which is why I think it's kind of silly that Twitch is promoting this as like a new thing or a thing that's going to somehow boost people's interest in wanting to stream on Twitch. I don't know. From the content creator perspective, I don't see any motivation.
If you stay above that threshold for at least 3 months, your split is automatically changed to 70-30 and will stay that way for 12 months, even if you dip below it during that year.
And then you have to get it again. Then you have to hope that everyone resubscribes at that rate again for 3 months straight in order to get it back. Because he said, I mean, I trust the guy. For the record, I do trust this guy. He's usually pretty good with his stuff, but he's also happy to admit when he's wrong, which I really appreciate, the intellectual honesty. So if he is wrong, because I'm going off secondhand knowledge, right? So if he's wrong about that, I apologize, but I trust him, and I think that based on what he's saying, if it only lasts for 12 months, that means that after those 12 months are up, then you'd have to get all your followers to be like, hey guys, it's that season of the year again where you guys need to pay me money so that way I can keep making more money. And that doesn't sound good. No one's going to want to donate to you, especially like if I sat here, right, and I was like, hey guys, so I'm going to post less videos unless you can donate some more money to me. Like that's horrible, right? Every content creator, in my opinion at least, should be making content because they want to make the content, not because they want money from the content. The money is just like a nice thing that'd be really great, I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know, like from YouTube and Twitch.
A new 70-30 split will apply to paid subs and gifted subs, but Prime subs will still pay out $250. Also, kind of a big detail, if your paid sub revenue goes above $100,000 in that year, anything above that will go back to 50-50 split.
I mean, this sucks, but I'm going to be honest, I'm never... Maybe it's just because it's me, but I know I'm never going to make that much money. That's insane. If any of you guys are making that much money, good for you. You probably have all your bills paid. Honestly, I'm not too bothered by that personally. Now, should it be like YouTube where it's 70-30 for everyone no matter how much money you make? Yes, absolutely. But I mean, of all the issues to complain about with Twitch, that's not really one I'm really focused on as a small content creator.
And again, that $100,000 takes into consideration paid subs and gifted subs. Prime subs don't count towards it. So what I found most interesting and what most people on Twitter are talking about is the fact that there is a lower limit and an upper limit. 70/30 only applies to streamers with over 350 subs and stops once they hit $100,000. I did some rough math on how many streamers this is actually going to help. There's not a lot of public data on how many subscribers streamers have. Twitch Tracker shows some data, but they only count the top 1,000 subscribed streamers. And when I went to the very bottom of that list, it looks like ranking 1,000-ish is getting anywhere from 600 to 1,000 subscribers, paid subscribers. Also, to give us like a lower number on that list, I'm ranked at number like 10,000-ish on Twitch Tracker, and I stream for 400 to 500 people on Twitch, and of my 330 subs, 103 of them are paid. Now these numbers...
Okay, so there you go. This guy, all right, this guy right now, who we're watching, Senpai Gaming, oh shoot, the green screen went stupid. So this guy right now, as we're watching him stream, or make his video, he has 300... Sorry, something's wrong with the lighting in here, I think. Just trying to ignore it. This guy, Senpai Gaming, he has 663,000 subscribers, right? He's 100% getting all that revenue money. I mean, you look at this video alone, in only 3 hours, he's made almost 8,000 views. I mean, this video literally just came out as I'm making this, right? You know, so that's at least, I think it's what, $8. It's $1 for every 1,000 views. So that's $8 right there. I mean, I'm not trying to post his tangent, guys. Sorry. We're gonna go into a slight tangent here. If you look at like how much money, like you can easily calculate how much money this guy makes. Like, it's not that hard to see that. So he's made. Okay, let me get a calculator. Sorry, I don't normally do these detours in these kind of videos, but I think it's important to understand to make my point, because I'm trying to make a point here. You guys won't see the calculator because I'm not capturing it. But just trust me with this. I'll just say what I'm typing out loud. So if you look at his most popular video, right? Even if it's like 2 years old, remember, you still get all the money from views no matter what. So he's got 2.6 million. So that'd be 2,600,000. Okay. Not 26 million. Wait. Hold on. Doing calculator math here. So he has 1,000 million. Okay. He has 2,600,000 views on this one video, right? This is just for one video, not even for his whole channel, right? For this one video. And then if you were to divide that into 1,000 chunks, so that's about $2,600 for that one video, if I'm doing my math correctly, because Twitch pays $1 for every 1,000 views. So if you just divide that number by 1,000, you'll get how many dollars you make. So that one video got him $2,600, and then as you can see, you can make a lot of money on YouTube, right? And that's from one video. One video made $2,600. I know Twitch streaming, you can get a lot of money on streams from donations or maybe viewers and stuff from ads. But trust me when I say that the viewers alone, that's for viewers alone. That's not counting any people who buy his merch. That's not counting any people who donate to his channel. That's not people who, because you know, like now YouTube has this join button, right? Like if you do, or this thanks thing where I think you could just do a donation. You know, there's all kinds of ways to monetize on YouTube that overall will make it more profitable than if you're just streaming on Twitch.
These are all kind of questionable. Like, I don't know how I'm ranked number 10,000 or what goes into that. But based off some rough math with these numbers, I think it's safe to assume that the top 5,000 to 6,000 streamers will be getting into this Partner Plus program. And then considering that last month, May 2023, there were about 6.8 million streamers going live, that means that roughly just under 0.1% of streamers are going to be affected by this new split. As for...
Okay. So that's crazy. So Twitch is doing nothing, essentially, is what I'm hearing from this, is that there is no incentive at all to worry about this, I think. We'll keep watching the video just to cover everything, but I think that's all you guys really need to know. I won't be upset if I see all you guys leave the video at this point. Just in case you are leaving right now, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you can. It really does help a lot, and it's free. You know, not charging you for that, so that's cool. Share with your friends, watch the videos. That really helps a lot. But for those of you who want to stick around, let's finish up seeing what else this is. But these numbers right here already tell me this info no longer applies to small creators. I'm just going to be honest about it.
For the upper limit, where streamers are going to have some subs go back down to 50-50, in the US, if you have 2,380 subs, you bypass that $100,000 mark from subs, which means that there are about 506 of the top streamers that are going to be hit by that. But the interesting thing about that live stream is that whenever anyone asked about that upper limit or that lower limit, Dan Clancy would answer, it just felt like Daddy Amazon was standing right off of camera with a gun pointed at his head. It was usually kind of vague, but his answer was somewhere along the lines of, we had to find a balance. That the more we lowered that upper cap, the more they were able to lower that lower cap and let more people in. So for example, if they raised that upper cap to 150K instead of 100, they'd have to raise the lower cap also to, I don't know, 500 subs before he could get that split.
Okay, so clearly Amazon's working on a budget with Twitch, because obviously, as everyone should know, Twitch is not a profitable company. It really hasn't made a lot of money compared to what YouTube's pulling in, especially. So I really wouldn't be surprised if, now Twitch is working with less resources and they're trying to find ways to make more money that also doesn't piss people off. So in a way, so it's cool. Okay, so this is a cool thing. I don't even remember if he mentions it in this video, but in a way, this is also almost encouraging Twitch to really emphasize and bring back that culture of viewers giving money to streamers, right? Instead of, again, getting your people just to watch and get the free ad revenue, which I think is much better and nicer and more respectful of your viewers' time. But yeah, that's really interesting how they're encouraging that culture change. I did not see that coming, actually.
This is super interesting because it means that Twitch was essentially given a budget of how much they're allowed to give streamers for additional sub revenue. And so while I agree with the streamers that this still isn't enough, it should be 70-30 for every streamer, just like YouTube gives. It was the first time in a while that I actually felt some level of empathy for Twitch. When I asked my question to Dan of, is this the best we're gonna get? Like, is this where it stops? Or is this the first step to getting even better? He essentially said, and I'm summarizing here, it's up in the air. We want to give more, but this is all we can give.
As I had thought, as I predicted, sorry, they're clearly on a budget. And that sucks that Twitch is now being more restricted while trying to somehow expand its options to people. That's really disappointing to hear. So hopefully in the future, maybe Twitch will have more flexibility. But as of right now, I'm thinking we're going to be on a pretty small leash.
Right now.
We would love to be able to offer you more. This is all we do. This is our focus.
So while listening to the Q&A and all the answers they gave to questions, my takeaway was this: Twitch is owned by Amazon. And Twitch has essentially been burning Amazon's money for the last couple of years. I can't imagine Amazon is super happy about it. And I'm sure the last thing that they want to do is lower Twitch's revenue even more by paying creators a higher split. So Twitch negotiated this higher sub split with Amazon with a condition that there would be a cap of how much extra revenue Twitch was allowed to pay out. And so the best way that they could manage this was to set a lower cap, I'm assuming to try to only give to streamers that do this full time, like this is how they pay their bills. And then
Okay, but even if someone doesn't actually, like, we always talk about how we use, money from the internet to pay our bills, but the thing is that just because you're not, maybe even if you don't, like, have bills to pay, everyone deserves to be paid fairly. Like, it doesn't matter if, like, this is your livelihood or not, which I don't think I'll ever live off of content creation, just because I don't think that's stable enough, especially not something I'd want to risk my family's livelihood over, which is why it's super disappointing when I see some people who do try and survive off of content creation alone when these companies could literally shut down anytime. Granted, I know, I already hear it. A normal job could also shut down anytime, but just trust me when I say this, especially if you have never worked a job before or something. I don't know how old you are. This internet content creation stuff is far less stable than any regular job you're going to get.
also setting an upper limit. So the top 10 streamers don't entirely destroy this budget. Plus, their explanation is if you're making over $100,000 via subs, you're probably also doing a lot of sponsorship deals that can offset that reverse down to 50-50 split. As a business owner, this is the assumption that I have to make because this makes the most sense to me given the information that we were given. And so while I agree that this is still not good enough, it should be 70-30 for every streamer just like YouTube does. I gotta give credit where credit's due. I'm sure this was the most awkward negotiation possible where Twitch is asking for more money from Amazon after they've already spent so much of their money. So now they just need to step up their monetization strategies, make more revenue in different places so they can allocate that 70-30 splits to more creators. And I really hope that they do that. Also, 2 other takeaways from this live stream. It was the first time I ever saw Twitch acknowledge a Clips browser.
But someone asked about Clips browser. It's something we talked about.
They said it's something they're actually talking about, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if Twitch had a way to view the clips, because right now clips do nothing, and he's about to say that also, but I want to jump in and say clips don't really do anything on Twitch. They don't mean anything if your viewers watch it. I don't even know if ads play when you watch clips. I'll admit I haven't actually watched anything on Twitch in a good while in terms of like the non-live content. I mainly only watch live content on Twitch because because obviously YouTube is already set up for non-live content like the video you're watching right now, but at the same time, if there is a live video on YouTube, right, it'll stay on your channel forever. It'll be in your live section on YouTube. So if you guys ever want to watch any of my past live streams, you're always welcome to go back and watch those. But then you go to Twitch, and it's like after the live stream's done, it's gone forever. I mean, yeah, you can hold some videos, but again, they pretty much disappear forever, which is why I've come up with the brilliant secret of highlighting the whole video. So that way Twitch has to hold the whole video for me. It's super cool.
And Twitch, by the way, if you'd like to integrate the vertical plugin directly into it to make it even easier, hit me up. Love to help with that. And the other thing with all the terrible PR lately, bring Laura out more. I think this was the first time I've actually seen Twitch staff look at the camera and answer questions that didn't feel scripted and they were reading them off the screen. Laura, you crushed it. Anyway, what's your takeaway from this? Do you agree with?
All right, so that's the end of the video. I don't know who that person is. I didn't get to watch the live stream because I didn't know it was happening. I would have watched it if I had known about it, and I would have given the live reaction as we did it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Final thoughts. Let me see here. What do we want to do for final thoughts? Okay, we'll keep this simple, guys. If you're a small content creator like me, you probably don't need to worry about it. It's probably not going to affect us. Honestly, the best thing you can do to help your channel right now is definitely just focus on growing your audience, building a culture of viewership that you enjoy. You know, make sure when people comment on your stuff, make sure to reply as soon as you can, like their comments, make them feel appreciated, and just overall, like, at least what I'm trying to do is make a really nice, inclusive community that's really welcoming and wholesome. And I don't know, for me, if I'm providing at least anybody some entertainment or some joy or something out of any of these videos that I make, you know, that honestly means the world to me. You know, I'll make a video that gets no views, or I'll make a video like my oldest videos that get 20,000 views. But, you know, that's after 14 years of them existing, right? So thank you all for watching. As always, guys, I'm Elwirfy, and I will definitely be seeing you guys next time. And please, if you can, be sure to subscribe. Right now, at the time of filming, we're really close to getting 1,000 subscribers. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.